Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Nisam and today I've got something really exciting to share with you. We're diving into the world of live streaming development, and I'm going to show you how to build a professional live streaming web application from scratch in just about 30 minutes. Now, before you think, oh no, this is going to be super complicated, let me stop you right there. We're going to use ZEGOCLOUD's live streaming kit, which makes this process incredibly straightforward. And here's the best part. I'll be using VS Code IDE throughout this tutorial, which is going to make our coding experience even smoother and more efficient. So whether you're a developer looking to add live streaming features to your existing application, or you're an entrepreneur with an idea for the next big streaming platform, this video is going to give you everything you need to get started. We're talking about building something that could rival Twitch, YouTube Live, or even create your own unique streaming platform for education, gaming, fitness, or whatever niche you're passionate about. By the end of this video, you'll have a fully functional live streaming web application running on your machine. You'll be able to broadcast live video, manage multiple viewers, handle real-time interactions, and so much more. And the best part, ZEGOCLOUD is offering 10,000 free minutes for new users, which means you can test and develop your application without spending a single penny up front. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's build something amazing together. Trust me, by the time we're done here, you'll be amazed at how accessible live streaming technology has become. All right, let's start by understanding what ZEGOCLOUD actually is and why it's such a game changer for developers like us. ZEGOCLOUD is a global communications service provider. And when I say global, I mean they're serving millions of users across the world with their infrastructure. They specialize in providing developer-friendly and incredibly powerful SDKs and APIs that allow us to build sophisticated communication features into our applications. Let me show you their main website here. As you can see, when we scroll through their homepage, they offer a comprehensive suite of communication solutions. We're not just talking about live streaming here. They provide tools for video calling, voice calling, in-app chat messaging, video conferencing, and of course, live streaming, which is our focus today. What really sets ZEGOCLOUD apart is their approach to making these complex technologies accessible. You know how building a live streaming infrastructure from scratch would typically take months of development and require expertise in WebRTC, media servers, CDN distribution, and countless other technologies? Well, ZEGOCLOUD has abstracted all of that complexity into simple, easy-to-use SDKs that we can integrate in literally minutes. Let me navigate through their products page here. As we scroll down, you can see they support multiple platforms: web, iOS, Android, Flutter, React Native, and more. This means whatever platform you're building for, they've got you covered. The consistency across platforms is remarkable too. The APIs are designed to be intuitive and similar across different platforms, so once you learn one, you can easily work with others. Now here's something really interesting. ZEGOCLOUD isn't just about raw SDKs. They understand that sometimes developers need to ship features quickly, and that's where the UIKits come in. Let me click on the UIKits section here. These UIKits are pre-built, customizable user interface components that come with all the functionality already wired up. Think of them as building blocks that you can just drop into your application. As I scroll through the UIKits page, you can see they offer different kits for different use cases. We have the live streaming kit, which we'll be using today, but they also have the video call kit, voice call kit, and conference kit. Each of these comes with professionally designed interfaces that are tested across different devices and browsers. The live streaming kit, which is our star today, includes features like host and audience role management, real-time audience count, screen sharing capabilities, recording functionality, beauty filters, virtual backgrounds, and so much more. All of these features would typically take a dedicated team months to build, but with ZEGOCLOUD, we can have them up and running in under an hour. Let me also show you something crucial about their infrastructure. ZEGOCLOUD operates a massive global network with data centers strategically located around the world. This means your streams will have low latency regardless of where your users are located. They handle all the complex routing, load balancing, and failover scenarios automatically. Your viewers in Tokyo will have just as smooth an experience as your viewers in New York or London. Now, let's dive deeper into the UI kits, particularly the live streaming kit that we'll be implementing today. This is where things get really exciting because you're about to see just how much functionality we're getting out of the box. Let me navigate to the UI kits documentation page. As I scroll through here, you can see the live streaming kit isn't just a basic streaming solution, it's a complete production-ready system that includes everything you need for a professional streaming platform. First, let's talk about the different roles in a live stream. The kit supports multiple user roles. You have hosts who can broadcast video and audio, co-hosts who can join the host in the stream, and audience members who can watch and interact through chat and reactions. The role management is built in and secure, meaning you don't have to worry about unauthorized users becoming hosts or disrupting your streams. As I scroll down to the features section, look at this comprehensive list. We get real-time video and audio streaming with adaptive bitrate, which means the stream quality automatically adjusts based on each viewer's internet connection. No more buffering issues for users with slower connections. The system handles it all automatically. The interactive features are particularly impressive. We have live chat functionality where viewers can send messages in real time. There's a GIF sending system if you want to monetize your platform. Reaction emojis allow viewers to express themselves during the stream. And there's even a request to co-host feature where audience members can request to join the stream as co-hosts. Let me show you the customization options. Even though we're using a UI kit, we're not locked into a specific design. You can customize colors, layouts, button positions, and even add your own custom components. The kit is built with flexibility in mind, so it can match your brand identity perfectly. Now, here's something really cool about the technical capabilities. The live streaming kit supports up to 1080p HD video streaming with frame rates up to 60 FPS for those ultra-smooth gaming or sports streams. Audio quality goes up to a 48 kHz sampling rate with stereo support, ensuring crystal clear sound quality. For those of you thinking about scalability, this is where ZEGOCLOUD really shines. A single live stream can support up more than 10 million concurrent viewers. Yes, you heard that right, more than 10 million. And the latency is ultra low, typically under 300 milliseconds for the host to audience transmission. This is comparable to, or even better than, major streaming platforms like Twitch or YouTube Live. The kit also includes advanced features like screen sharing, which is perfect for educational content, gaming streams, or corporate presentations. There's picture-in-picture mode, allowing hosts to show their camera feed while sharing their screen. Virtual backgrounds and beauty filters are built in, so streamers can enhance their appearance or hide their messy rooms. We've all been there, right? Security is another area where ZEGOCLOUD excels. All streams are encrypted end-to-end, and they provide token-based authentication to ensure only authorized users can start or join streams. They also offer stream recording capabilities with cloud storage options, so you can automatically save your streams for later viewing or create highlight reels. One feature I particularly love is the analytics dashboard. You get real-time metrics about your streams, viewer count, engagement rates, quality metrics, geographic distribution of viewers, and more. This data is invaluable for content creators and businesses to understand their audience and improve their content. All right. Now that you're probably as excited as I am about all these features, let's get our hands dirty and start building. The first step is to create a ZEGOCLOUD account and get familiar with their console. Let me navigate to the ZEGOCLOUD homepage and click on the Sign Up button in the top right corner. The registration process is straightforward. When you're filling out the registration form, write whatever you want in the company website field, filling in my email address here, creating a strong password. Always use a strong password, folks. And now for the company website field, I'm typing influencer, just like this. After clicking sign up, you'll receive a verification email. Go ahead and verify your email address, and then we can log into the console. The verification process is quick. It usually takes just a few seconds. Once you're logged in, welcome to the ZEGOCLOUD console. This is your command center for everything related to your ZEGOCLOUD applications. Let me give you a tour of what we're looking at here. The dashboard gives you an overview of your usage, including those 10,000 free minutes I mentioned earlier. Yes, that's right. As a new user, you automatically get 10,000 minutes of free usage. That's roughly 166 hours of streaming or calling time, which is incredibly generous for development and testing purposes. On the left sidebar, you can see different sections. We have projects, where all your applications will be listed. Usage shows you detailed analytics about how your minutes are being consumed. Billing is where you can manage your payment methods and view invoices once you exceed the free tier. Let's create our first project. I'll click on the Create Project button. We need to give our project a name. I'll call it My Live Streaming App for now, but you can name it whatever you like. Maybe Awesome Streams or Next Twitch Killer. Dream big, right? Here, we have the option to choose between UIKits and SDKs. For our tutorial, we'll go with UIKits. And this is where ZEGOCLOUD truly shines. With just 10 lines of code, you can build a live streaming app that could even rival Twitch. A great real-world example is Kick.com. They applied a simple but powerful strategy, increasing the commission streamers receive from subscriptions and gifts. As a result, many YouTubers switched to Kick, since streamers keep around 95% of the revenue, while the platform takes only 5%. Let's continue. And within a few seconds, we're taken to the page where we can choose our framework. For this tutorial, I'll select the web framework. In the dashboard or project management, we can find our newly created project. I'll click on it to open the project configuration. Under Project Information, we can see a button labeled Config My App. Clicking this will take us to another page where we can again choose our framework. In the Basic Information section, we can find our project name, app ID, and status. Every project receives its own app ID and app sign, essentially the keys to your application. These credentials allow your app to communicate with ZEGOCLOUD servers. Important, never share your app sign or app ID publicly. Treat them like your password. In production, these should always be stored securely on your backend server, never exposed in client-side code. Let's scroll down to explore other options in project configuration. In basic configuration, you'll find your app sign, callback secret, and more. Don't worry, I'll break these down for you. You don't need to be a developer to handle them. Simply follow the instructions. In today's era of AI and visual coding, almost anyone can build a website. In service management, you can see all the services available in the live streaming UI kit, such as voice and video call, live stream creation, and more. There are basic services like voice and video calls and advanced services such as in-app chat and virtual avatar. To activate the virtual avatar feature, you'll need to contact ZEGOCLOUD technical support. If you ever run into difficulties, ZEGOCLOUD's documentation is incredibly thorough with code examples in multiple programming languages. The team has clearly focused on making the developer experience as smooth as possible. If you want to preview how your live streaming app will look, click Config My App. Here, select your platform, in our case, web, and you'll see a live preview of the app. You can choose which features to enable, buttons, modules, or advanced configurations. Personally, I think all these features are essential for a live streaming app, but you have the freedom to turn them on or off. If you click View All Supported Configurations, you can test your app before building it. Simply scroll down and click Live Demo to try it out, or choose Real-Time Coding to test and modify it instantly. Now let's return to the previous page. Click Save and start the integration. In just a few seconds, our app is running. I can join the stream and the camera works, although my laptop's camera decided to take a break. It's a bit old and tired. The microphone works perfectly, and I can send messages if there's another viewer. As you can see, working with ZEGOCLOUD is both easy and enjoyable. Now it's time to switch to VS Code and start building our live streaming web app. All right, first things first, let's create our project folder. You can name it whatever you want. For me, I'll name it My Live Streaming App. Now let's jump into VS Code. Click on File at the top, Then select Open Folder and choose the folder we just created. You'll probably see a pop-up that says, "Do you trust the authors of this folder?" Just click Yes, I trust the authors. That basically tells VS Code it's safe to work with the files inside. Now, depending on your laptop, VS Code might take a minute to fully load everything. If your laptop is a beast, it'll be ready almost instantly. If it's like mine, a little older and tired, it might take a bit longer. Don't worry, just give it a second to finish loading. Here's the cool part. Like I told you before, we don't need to know advanced coding to build this app. That's the magic of using AI tools like Copilot. It's going to handle most of the hard work for us. If the Copilot chat doesn't show up for you, just click on the Copilot icon on the sidebar and select Open Chat. From there, you'll be able to start talking to it like an assistant. Now, you'll also need to choose which AI model Copilot should use. Personally, I find that Claude is the best for coding tasks, so I'm going to go with that. You can experiment with others if you want, but Claude usually understands the context of projects really well. Now let's go to ZEGOCLOUD's documentation page. Don't worry, I'll leave the link down in the description so you can follow along with me step by step. On the left-hand side of the docs, click on Quick Start. Then select the first option, Using HTML Script. This is by far the easiest way to get started, even if you're a complete beginner in building web apps. Basically, it gives us a ready-to-use HTML snippet that we can just copy, paste, and then customize. So go ahead and scroll down a bit and copy that first block of code. Now you might think, is that it? Do we just paste this code and we're done? Well, not exactly. Ha ha ha. We'll need to make a few adjustments before it turns into a real professional-looking live streaming app. Now let's come back to our friend Copilot. Here's where the magic happens. I'll tell Copilot, hey, take this code I copied from ZEGOCLOUD and use it as the base to build a live streaming app. Make it clean with a black and green theme, add some smooth animations, and structure it with a header, a body, and a footer so it looks professional. Basically, I'm giving Copilot both the code and the style instructions. If you want the exact prompt I used to make this app, just drop a comment below saying, Nisam drop the prompt, and I'll hook you up with everything. Even a PDF with all the instructions. So, after pasting the code and my instructions, I'll click Send. Copilot will take a few moments here. First, it tries to fully understand the request, then it analyzes the HTML snippet we pasted, and finally it starts generating the web app for us. And you can see it didn't take too long. In just a short moment, Copilot has built our web app. Now, as you can see, Copilot generated just one HTML file. Why? Because I didn't tell it to split things into HTML, CSS, and JavaScript separately. It simply followed my instructions exactly as I gave them. So right now, all our styles and scripts are inside this single HTML file. It still works, but later we might want to separate them out for better organization. Next, Copilot asks me to add my app ID and server secret from ZEGOCLOUD. These are basically your project's credentials. So let's jump back into the ZEGOCLOUD project configuration. Here, you'll see your app ID. Copy it, come back to Copilot, and paste it in. Then, do the same thing for your server secret. Important warning here, never, ever, ever share your app ID or server secret publicly. These are like your project passwords. If someone else gets access to them, they could use your minutes and resources, and trust me, your credit card won't be happy. There's documentation on ZEGOCLOUD about how to secure this properly, usually by generating temporary tokens from your own backend. But for testing, pasting them here is fine. Okay, so after pasting my credentials, I'll click Send again, and Copilot updates the code for me. Now let's test our app. It looks clean with the black and green theme, exactly what we asked for. Copilot also added animations, so it already feels like a professional streaming platform. When I try to join, the browser asks for permission to access my microphone and camera. I'll allow it, but uh-oh, the camera isn't turning on. At first, I thought maybe something was broken. After some digging, I found out that we needed to add one more line of code to handle the room ID. Basically, every live stream needs a unique room for the host and the audience to connect. Without it, they don't sync properly. So I added this line. That way, the app generates or reads a proper room ID, and now the stream works as expected. Now let's reload the page. Again, it asks for camera and mic permissions. I'll allow them. And yes, the camera is working this time. But here's a tip. Testing locally doesn't always behave correctly because of browser permissions. So instead of running it locally, I launched it on a live server using VS Code. Once I did that, everything worked smoothly. The stream started immediately when I went live. Now let's copy the audience link. Notice how in the URL it says role equals audience. That means I'm joining as a viewer instead of a host. I'll type my YouTube name, Nissam, in the name field and click join. Since the stream hasn't started yet, it tells me the live hasn't begun. Perfect. That means it's waiting for the host. Now let's go back to the host room and click go live. Boom. We're live. Let's return to the audience room, and as you can see, the stream is active. I can even send messages in the chat. Now, my camera unfortunately stopped working here. Like I said, my laptop is old and probably just a little tired, but the mic still works and the chat is active. I'll send a message as the audience. This is me, Nissam. And sure enough, it appears right away in the host chat window. The host can reply just like on Twitch or YouTube Live. Let's send another message back to the audience room to double check. And yes, it works perfectly. Now let's take a look at the built-in features. First up, you can mute or unmute your microphone. Super handy if you just want to listen in for a bit. Then, of course, you can turn your camera on or off depending on whether you want to be on screen or stay off camera. If you want to explain something in detail, you can even share your screen with the audience. And whenever you're done, you can simply leave the room. Finally, if you decide to wrap things up, you can stop the stream, and the audience will instantly see that the live has ended. Pretty powerful for something we built in just a few minutes. As you can see, this was simple and fun to build with ZEGOCLOUD plus Copilot. The base design was already clean, but I asked Copilot to make it more visually appealing by adding professional animations. The green accents really pop against the black background, and the little mouse hover animations make the app feel polished, like a real streaming platform. If you want me to share the full code of my live streaming web app, just let me know in the comments. I'll remove my credentials, of course, but you'll just need to paste in your own app ID and server secret to make it work. And there you have it, a fully functional, professional-looking live streaming web app built without writing a single line of code ourselves. And there you have it. In just about 30 minutes, we've built a fully functional live streaming platform using ZEGOCLOUD's live streaming kit. We went from zero to a working application that supports real-time video streaming, chat, screen sharing, and so much more. Think about what we've accomplished here. We've created something that would typically take months of development and extensive knowledge of WebRTC, media servers, and distributed systems. But with ZEGOCLOUD, we did it in minutes with just a handful of code. Remember, what we built today is just the beginning. You can extend this platform with user authentication, stream discovery, monetization features, mobile apps, and whatever else your imagination can come up with. The foundation is solid, scalable, and production ready. Don't forget, you have 10,000 free minutes to experiment with. So go ahead and build something amazing. Whether you're creating an educational platform, a gaming streaming service, or the next big social streaming app, ZEGOCLOUD gives you the tools to make it happen. If you found this tutorial helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Drop a comment below, letting me know what kind of streaming platform you're planning to build. I'd love to hear about your projects. Also, make sure to check out ZEGOCLOUD's documentation for more advanced features and best practices. Their docs are incredibly comprehensive and will help you take your streaming platform to the next level. Thank you so much for watching and happy coding. This is Nissam signing off. Until next time, keep building amazing things.